Hello and welcome back. I'll try to start with a shorter disclaimer today because I've reviewed some of my videos and the disclaimers take up quite a lot of time. So I'll just say that on this channel here, you won't find anything for sale. If you're looking to buy courses or anything, go to another channel. This is not the place. With that said, that out of the way, I'll just get right to it on Bloomberg. Let me just look. You hear that computer? It's louder than it sounds. I have a muffling and shit on my mic. It's very loud in real life. Yeah, so everything seems to be more or less saturated in, except for the trade hopes, because they can't get saturated in. I've discussed that a little bit with people in the Discord. This is cat section. I've discussed this quite a bit with people in the Discord because some people have been asking for a training video, and I've been asking if people would want me to release a trading video specifically about tariffs and how tariffs affect an economy, and again, more importantly, how that affects trading. In my opinion, it makes candle reading a lot easier, understanding why candles move, how much they move, reading them in their reading them in their trend totality, and understanding sort of where the candles are coming from. It all becomes a lot easier and clearer when you understand why they're doing what they're doing. Because I'm almost a pure price action trader. I can almost trade without these SR areas, right? Or even my 200 MA right here. But it just makes things a bit simpler to keep these up, so I do. However, what we're seeing now is the market is climbing a bit again on hopes that tariffs will improve now that Trump and Xi Jinping will be meeting next Thursday on the APEC summit. So it's Friday now though, but next week on the 30th of October, 2 days before I can trade again, but the market will be closed, so I won't be able to trade again till the 3rd because I'm at my monthly max, which is 10%, and it will stay that way, even though a lot of people have been asking, why don't you just increase it? You're hitting it every month and blah blah blah, you can make more money. And I'm not going to go through that again. I've gone through it a multitude of times. You need a max monthly win percentage and a max monthly loss percentage. Very important. This is the only thing I'm looking at now, so let's just start on SPY actually. We'll have a look. Now in the daily, it's so diluted, it's still gapping even. So on the weekly, it's looking strong. It's looking healthy. It is still uptrending. We're yet to see some correction. The last correction we had was when Trump came out with the fucking cardboard billboard and told the whole world, look, I'm gonna fuck you up with his tariffs. Beyond that, we've had some minor corrections that I wouldn't even call corrections, even though you've probably seen a lot of spouting memes when this happened and when this happened that, oh, the economy crashed. But this is looking like it's in for a correction. Not that I'm telling you what's going to happen. I don't try to time the markets or anything like that. Or I mean, I do sometimes. I try to hold a little bit of cash and then buy when I'm down on certain things, because I try to average it in and get it. Or I mean, I already average in and I try to lower my average price, which is not something you should do. You should just average in forever, unless you want to devote a lot of time to it and you can see yourself consistently beating SPY here, which I have been for actually the majority of my life now. And let's look at the dollar. Very stable dollar as well. It's quite interesting. I'm very interested to see how things will develop with the de-dollarization as well, especially now that the Trump tariffs and the EU sanctions pushed off by Trump, all those things that are pushing India, China, and Russia together is accelerating the de-dollarization, and of course Brazil going with them in the BRICS. I wonder if that will open up more pairs for us, and I'm quite interested to see how that goes. What kind of market that will be to trade. In my experience, the markets have been better to trade, the less dollar dominant they've become over the years. But yeah, let's get to the trades we're in. Let's hop off the weekly. So here we had a trade, a breakout trade, no, a classic reversal, sorry, that I believe was entered on the 8 hour. Yeah, it was entered on the 8 hour. This was a really good trade. I put a full 2.0 OR on this one and had a dynamic stop loss that, let me see, stopped me out at, what the fuck was I gonna say? Right, okay, there we go. Yeah, 1.2%. I couldn't see it properly. Sorry. I had to move my chair. 1.2%. So that's all fine and good. Even if you're manually moving this, it should have been at break even when you're almost hitting a 2R. There's no excuse for that. And regardless, if it wasn't, you shouldn't exit it just because you're scared or emotional. Like, oh no, I was up that much, now I'm up that little. Oh no, I should exit. Oh, I keep feeling my emotion. Oh. No, if that's how you're sitting and looking at trades, I wish you could see my face of disgust. Then no, you shouldn't be trading at all. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. You need to become a nurse that cares a lot about people. Maybe be that extra careful guy in the kindergarten that gets really worried when a toddler falls, you know? But you shouldn't be trading. You fucking move your sales to break even and then you fucking leave, or you don't. You forgot about it. It fucking happens. You made a mistake. Regardless, you shouldn't just exit randomly because your emotions said so. You're acting like a female or a child, and this is not a female or a child's profession. This trade as well got entered. Let's hop on the 1 day. It was posted in the Discord. Not much happened here at all. It's a rather fresh one. This one, I didn't have time to move my sell loss. It wasn't undynamic, and it's fine. And also, it went straight up to sell loss. So I hit a full 1%, which would put me up at 0.2% for the day. And then we have another one where I ate another full 1%. So I'm down 0.8% for the day. What a brutal day, huh? How could I have survived? So I'm really glad that this is finally happening because I have stopped giving a shit tracking this. Like I hit 10%. I even went over it a little bit, 10.1% for the month, and that's without the rebate money pouring in. And beyond that, I don't know. What are we up? Like 25%? Some dumb shit. 30%? I have no fucking clue. The win rate has been like 90%, and we've been in so many trades. So let's look at the other potential we have. Yeah, this is starting to look really interesting. So this could develop at any time. This will most likely develop when I'm not recording or making a video. Might not even be able to post this. So this is something you're gonna have to be watching yourself if you're interested in this. The same for gold, but for gold, I'm actually looking for it to start climbing again. So I'm not really interested in a breakthrough going down. just because of the nature of the tariff markets. Again, it makes it easier to read and understand what's going on. This whole congestion here, I was hesitant to say it because 3 candles is not really congestion, but if you look at it on the 12 hour, yeah, it's pretty congested. Is largely in effect now due to insecurities around the tariffs, if they're going to be relieved or what's going to happen, if they're going to be eased up, if they're going to be removed, some deals going to be reached. Either way, I think Trump might hop back and forth, but we don't know. I'm not going to make trades based on character judgment, but it does make it easier to understand things. And China already has a huge vested interest now in buying up gold, is something I've noted here, posted in the news. China is buying a ton of gold to strengthen the yuan. It's just a part of their de-dollarization because they're backing up their own currency, making it more attractive to export and get paid with, because they have more gold to back it with. It's that simple. However, one thing I mentioned earlier, though, before I go into looking at setups, is that I'm very careful looking at macroeconomical concepts because those are politicized completely, and things that are completely politicized, everyone is already an expert in. So people don't want to listen to you. They want to listen to their ideological belief. In addition to that, it also polarizes because people will be in one camp that agrees with you or one that doesn't, or you'll have the unpopular opinion and no one will listen to you. That's why trading is quite a humbling thing to do. It's quite a humbling endeavor because it will force you to change opinion on some things. The truth in its sense will be revealed when it comes to a lot of topics. And how, you might ask? How? What do you mean the truth? Because a lot of formerly held economic beliefs you might have on taxes, regulations, trade, monetary policy, government spending, all those things might change because we can see how they affect the markets directly and how it affects your wallet. You can literally put your money on the line to see if you've understood the concept correctly or not. If you haven't, you'll lose money. If you have, you'll gain money. So you'll be forced to change opinion. And for a lot of people, that's extremely difficult. Even though it isn't such a, how should I say, it isn't really something people hold that often very dearly. It's like patriotic things and beliefs around foreign policy regarding their nation, that's a lot more emotional. People are never gonna change opinions on that. Like if you're from fucking Afghanistan, was it better with the Americans there? Yes, no, yes, no. You're never gonna change fucking opinion, whatever you have. But with economics, it might be easier. Either way, I've read some studies on it that it hurts more, a lot more for humans to see that they're wrong, admit that they're wrong, and change opinion than to just ignore the whole thing and hold on to beliefs that they know are wrong and just never admit it. Somewhat compartmentalize it. Is that how you fucking say that English word? Compartmentalize it in some type of way so you can just live with that fallacy. No, English is not my first language. Fucking compartmentalize. Yeah, compartmentalize. The fuck, say that shit. Compartmentalization. Psychological defense mechanism. The fuck? Compartmentalization. What the fuck? What the fuck ever, bro? I'm here to make money. So let's look at some pairs. I'm here to make money, but I don't want my journal to be fucked because I can't pronounce some words. I did a partial redraw as well, so it should be a lot cleaner now to read. And yeah, again, I am very happy that the strat is being stress tested finally. Not just this constant winning. It really shows you the value of it. This is ATH1. And where it breaks, and more importantly, where you personally break. Because the strat is back tested, it doesn't really break. What breaks is you. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely an area in here, but I immediately opened myself to congestion. No, sorry, inflation adding in this area. No, I don't. That's fine. Oh, I did that with. I had to move my coke with my left hand. My broken wrist is a lot better now, by the way. Thanks a lot for asking, motherfucker. Alright, let's have a look. You see here I've been strict with inflation, and it makes the areas not that strong. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, here was a nice breakout. Or no, it wasn't. This would have hit sell loss probably. Yeah, it would. Oh yeah, that's a bitch. We need some new areas here. Yeah, this looks like a solid. I'm gonna drop some. Newer info is always king. Yup. Nope. 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 This looks like it's developing very nicely. We're in an uptrend as well. This is not the lowest spread pair. It's not the worst either. Yeah, you can live with it. We're not scalpers, so it's not gonna hit us hard. But regardless, high spreads are not fun. Oh, they got a USDG. I would much rather use that instead of cross pairing with it. I don't know if the mic muffled that out. I noticed, listening back to my videos, that it muffles certain things out if I talk too fast. But what I said was, we'd much rather do the USD JPY than the Singapore dollar versus the JPY because of the spread and the cross pair risk here. We're not going to do a double trade. Oh, finally, the silver finally fell. So we're going to add our first shitty ass areas. These are going to be weak. These are going to be weak. Yeah, really weak. But on commodities, silver and gold, you don't often get a lot of double bounce chances because they're very often at all-time highs or all-time lows. No, usually all-time highs. Where's gold? Oh, I already got gold marked. So yeah, let's pull up. Interesting. Just pull up the USD JPY. Yeah, so here I'd be looking for either way, most likely a shorter classic reversal. I've got a little cheat sheet in my beginner guide that I added here that you can just follow. Am I emotionally invested into this trade? Can you even tell if you are? Probably not. So you click that, and then I'm going to draw necessary areas this week. And then you go through it. And then most likely, you have done things somewhat correctly. This is a very basic beginner guide. So these are both cross pairs. Knowing that, I'm going to take this one out now. I don't want any cross pairs. Not for the same type of classic reversal. It's the same as just doubling risk on this trade. And the dollar here. So yeah, the new one pair we've added, we're looking for a classic reversal, potentially a breakout. The range for a breakout isn't too far. either we're seeing a small shift in the market though, over from the breakout market to classic reversals being a bit more finally tangible to trade, and continuations as well. Like we've seen with the gold, there are invisible SR areas that we can't see. Gold went all the way up. It had a pullback. There are some zones here. I don't have level 2. I don't use it either, but there's probably a high volume area here that it bounced to, and there's most likely a continuation up that'll continue here that we can use, or it might continue down as well, but I'm seeing the potential for it going up. I would not trust it as much going down. With this one, either way it's fine, but most likely I'd want a shorter R, yeah, classic reversal, 1.5 R, something like that. But again, either would be fine. And this trade that I recently posted in the Discord, I'm already in, and some people could be as well. It's a very recent new trade, and that's one is looking fine. It's looking exquisite. But with these breakouts, remember, if it goes up a little bit, just move your sell off straight to break even, because I've said this so many times. It breaks through or it doesn't. It's literally like, if you want to visualize a breakout trade, it's you trying to open a door. You bend the door handle, you start pulling on the door. Is it locked? Is it unlocked? If it's not locked and you're not moving your sell loss, and it's starting to open, there's something fucking wrong with you. And if it's locked, if it doesn't open at all, we just see it get stuck and start falling down again, you should already be at break even. Like, what the fuck? The door is locked. You stand there in real life like some fucking goof, and you just pull and pull and pull and pull. That's called autism, okay? You're autistic as shit, bro. Move the sell loss. Fuck is wrong with you? With that said, that's all I've got for now. I'm thinking about that Terra video. I'm hoping my hand gets fine soon, because it makes it a lot easier to record, type, and do everything else. I'm left-handed and my left wrist broke. It's a lot better now that I'm not wearing anything on it and I can use it, but mobility is fucked. Really fucked. Still painful, but just a little bit. But it makes everything a lot less productive. A lot. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you got any questions, you can leave a comment on YouTube. I always answer YouTube comments. You can talk shit too if you want. That's all good. I don't, not too emotionally invested into it. Or you can hop in the Discord. You can read the beginner guide. You can ask questions. You can look at trades posted there. You can do whatever you want. Okay. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.